We would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. You pass through these mists at your own risk, for they will lead you elsewhere, into a realm of suffering. Beyond lies the domain of the vampire, Strahd von Zarovich. Even death will not release you from the torment that awaits you there, for nothing leaves Barovia. Not even your eternal soul. The Raven sits among its counterparts in the rafters of the Blue Water Inn.
Wait, ravens? There were crows last time.
It's definitely ravens. Definitely. Let's not get into an ornithological discussion. There were ravens.
Okay, you shoehorn that one in there.
We'll just retcon that. It watches closely as below the long-awaited guests eat and drink and forget for a moment the bleak horror of the world outside these walls. Smoke lazily rides and ripples its way up from the bunches of cheap candles clumped on each table. It curls and meanders its way up and up and up until it is disturbed by a rogue turd dropped by Paul the Pigeon. All of the ravens hate Paul. The turd shimmers in the hot air as it splats to the floor below, joining countless remnants of Paul's leavings scattered on the floor. Leavings that are scattered in a strange pattern. A pattern that spells DPR, Curse of Strahd.
It's a lot of shit.
It's disgusting, actually.
Not great hygiene at this tavern.
Fuck you, Paul.
Hello, welcome to DPR Does Curse of Strahd. This is episode number 21, and it's the new year, I reckon. So can I be the first on this podcast to say Happy New Year to you?
Happy New Year.
My name is Emil Freund, and I play Sonny Bono, and I'm a sword, an enchanted sword, bewitching.
Happy New Year from me, your friendly neighborhood Jack. Playing, I nearly said Curly. Who am I? Louise, the fish person paladin, who is currently sitting with some friends around some ravens, and having a jolly old time.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ben. Joyous, fresh calendar time to you all. I play Ragog, the Goblin Cleric of Lathander, and had a few too many drinks with crow turd in them. I mean, raven, pigeon, whatever the fuck it is. It's goddamn delicious, but it's not good for my brain.
And I'm Dan. I play Hans von Suchensuch. Happy New Year to you. I play the half-orc blood hunter who is currently feeling a bit under the weather with a bit of infatuation with Strahd. Oh, it feels good. It's the best kind of sickness.
Gross. And
Yes.
Happy New Year, all. My name is Lauren Bock, and I play two characters because I am twice as talented.
No one can argue with that.
Nope.
It's accurate.
They are Epomia Phosphine, but you can call her Mo. She is a rogue assassin that wouldn't go on astray at a big bush stuff. She loves her many rags and the things that she has. She loves her 2 little daggers, Pinky and Minty. And she loves her bowler hat that has little cat ears on it. And it's very steampunky. And she thinks it's rad. I also play Irina Ivanovich, who is a human sorcerer with lots of things because she's got a character sheet and everything. She is the daughter of the burgomaster of Barovia and has found herself first rescued by this motley crew and now in turn rescues them a lot, it seems. And they're both also gathered around in this it's a raven-filled tavern, deciding what to do next.
And my name is Greg Pickering. I am the Dungeon Master for Curse of Strahd. Happy arbitrary measurement of the Earth's journey around the sun. Also, for this rotation, I will be scrubbing up, rotation of the Earth around the sun. I'll be scrubbing up on my ornithological knowledge because clearly I don't know that there was a difference between a crow and a raven. So where I was referring to crows last episode, please replace with raven. I'm going to get Ben to go through and just, cut each time I said crow and place raven in, but
Raven.
That might take some time.
Yeah,
Raven.
I was going to say, for
Raven.
ease of editing, you should probably say raven like in a bunch of different registers.
Yeah, could I get a few takes, please, Greg?
Raven, 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 raven.
Raven?
Maybe a plural or 2 as well. Yeah.
Ravens. Ravens.
Can I get a sexy ones?
Raven.
Can I have a copy of that, please?
We need that as a drop.
It's my new ringtone.
Yes, and it's available to everybody on Patreon as a ringtone or a message tone. Ravens.
Hey, if you want to support the show, you can join us on Patreon, patreon.com/Dice Paper Roll. That's where all the cool kids hang out. They support the show in many ways, usually financially, but then we chat to them on Discord, so you can do that too.
Which chord?
Discord, you know it. You know it. It's Discord. Not that cold, it's Discord.
Okay, so you're all still in the Blue Water Inn in the town of Valliki, and you've just been delivered a number of side quests, I guess you could call them, different opportunities.
I wrote them all down in my book, guys. Don't worry. It's somewhat of a log.
If only someone here had a photographic memory. Lucky you've got a book.
Let's hope I don't lose it. I am prone to losing things.
So what are our options?
Oh, well, the bloke behind the bar there has a mate from Wizards of the Wines. It's in his family. Bluto, I think his name was. He likes to fish a lot, and he hasn't been around with any wine for a long time. I don't know about you guys, but my photographic memory tells me that the Wizards of the Wines, there was something to do with something magic when we saw the crone back at the fortune reading. I'm sure of it, but I get sidetracked. Sorry, my quest log's not very tidy. There's also I think the biggest one is seeing the burgomaster, because he's making people pretend to be happy at
that
the
festival
festivals.
thing. There was a festival, wasn't there?
Yeah,
That's right, a festival thing. And I usually like them, but I did not like the sound of that one. We've got to be happy all the time.
I don't know if I missed any, but it's all
It was just said to us, like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. Why is everyone being like, oh, we need to remember this? Like, it just happened.
It just feels like 4 weeks. Okay, maybe it's the pigeon turd.
This ale's really, it's just going straight through me. I think that's
I've got something white and swirly in mind. What is that?
I'm used to being approached, and when people come at me all at once, it just blurs into one. I can't differentiate one from the other. I need the people to deal with that for me.
It is the poop in the water.
Thanks, mate. Good contribution.
Sometimes the simplest explanation is the right one.
That is what has made us forgetful.
Paul the pigeon just flutters his wings at your mention of the poop in the water.
Well,
right, so you've got the option of pursuing that Wizard of the Wines line. There's also Bluto, the town drunk, has gone missing. He went out on the lake. and you did promise Greg the guardsman that you would visit the Baron before the end of the first day that you were there.
I know we promised Greg the guardsman to go visit the Baron, but you know what they say about a promise made to Greg? Doesn't mean shit. You don't have to honor that. I'm just saying. I've met many Gregs in my time. You do not have to.
Well, should. Oh, excuse me. I mean, strike the iron while it is hot. Thanks, Google.
I'm sorry, I'm still not sure what you mean.
I mean, we should go do something. We are in a new city. We can go see some people, maybe spread some class warfare. I don't know. Like, we got these pamphlets. We could do anything. Let's go.
It's also a busier town, so there's like places where you can buy things if you're wanting to get anything changed or upgraded.
Maybe the system of governance, we could upgrade that.
Get that changed and upgraded.
Yes, I think this feudalism is no good.
I mean, I love a shopping montage.
I'm not so sure. I think that we should take Tatiana to the burgomaster and see what
So who?
he has to say. You know, we should check in with the burgomaster. It's only what our civic duty should be. And also, Greg said we should.
Wait.
I know, Bonnie, you said not to, but like, I feel like Greg made a good point.
Wait.
Sorry.
Hans. Who?
Yeah, did you call me Bunny?
Yes. Oh, sorry, Sonny. Sorry.
I think you might be in need of a bit of sleep, Hans. I mean, yes. First of all, who's Bonnie and who's Tatiana?
Yes, who's
You
Tatiana?
are not meant to eat the poop in the water. You're meant to mix it in a little bit before you drink it. Dilutes it.
No, I said we should go and see the burgomaster. What?
Well, okay. I mean, I haven't slept for 24 hours either. I remain confused as always.
Well, time to go. That's the best time to go when we're confused about what to do.
And sleepless and spellless. Yes, let's go exploring.
I mean,
Are we all out of shit? Is that right?
What do you mean?
Like, are we all out of spells and all that kind of stuff? Like, have we not rested?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's have a
not
look.
since that werewolf combat.
Yeah, true.
I mean, some of you might have forgotten that combat, but I haven't, I say as I point to my scarred face that makes me look somewhat happy.
Oh, that's right.
Not actually happy, you guys.
Every time I look at it, it reminds me. It is uncomfortable.
I wish I could forget. I honestly do.
You don't even have eyes.
You don't need eyes.
Oh,
Feel the
no.
negative vibes.
Yes, it pierces through the soul.
It's bad, isn't it?
Does Sonny just see via echolocation
Guess so.
from his gags and his stories? It just tells him what's around him.
That's why he's constantly talking.
Yeah.
Hello. There we go. Yep, no, we're at.
Okay, so you've got you can go see the burgomaster, or you can get out of town, or you can rest.
What kind of
or,
time of the o'clock would it be?
It's
DM
about
Greg?
the middle of the day. It's the middle of the day. It's luncheon time.
Well, I'm really losing sense of time in this place.
It's always so dark and moody.
It's very difficult. I think I'm not really interested in the town drunk.
I feel like town drunk disappears on the lake. I mean, it feels like an
We
open
all
and shut
know
one to
what
me.
happened there.
It's
Doesn't
timeless.
feel like quite an us problem, does it?
Not as much. And I mean, if the pigeons are just going to shit in anything that we get brought in, it's just, I mean, we may as well drink death bag, right?
If I may be so bold, all I feel as though the Wizards of the Wine would be an ideal choice. We could probably eat something. We could probably stay there. I mean, they will probably know quite a bit about my noble heritage. I mean, we're a little bit of a VIP around here. We can take our pick, is what I'm saying. But
Are you using the royal we?
no, I mean all of you as
Oh.
well. Of course.
Oh, you want to take us with you?
Well, yes. Are we buddies or?
Yes, I thought so.
Oh, yes. We're buddies.
Well, I would be up for a bit of a bar hop. It is a very nice night. Middle of the day. It looks like we could have a very good time.
Wine tasting it is. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, maybe,
Right.
hang on. I haven't said yes yet. But
I said yeses.
Doesn't anybody want to visit this burgomaster fellow and just get a lay of the land and who this fellow is before we go wine tasting and get shit-faced? Just me?
No, I could have burgers after the wine. I don't mind.
No, I don't think you follow me, fish lady.
Oh,
We would still be fairly well met by the burgomaster if I am around, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Would they take it as rude if we didn't, pop in there first just to show the face, so to speak?
Yeah.
I could.
I
mean,
honestly
Greg
have no
did
say in the
say-
equation. You guys are carrying me quite literally. So honestly, whatever you want to do is up to you. But just wanted to.
Mr. Swordman, how are you drinking that? How are you drinking that beer?
We just keep pouring it into the sheath.
That is a smelly sheath.
Although you aren't even actually a sword because you're just a hilt. I don't even know. There's a little nozzle at the on the pommel end. You just keep filling it up. It's like a kind of a hip flask as well.
Yes, it's like one of those little birds that goes into water and comes back out.
Freak pops up over the table. I don't have much to say, and I'm quite enjoying all the free food and wine. But Wizards of the Wines is a couple of days travel from here,
What? How big is this city?
Well,
or
that's-
maybe a day. It's
Oh,
outside
that's
the
good to
city.
know. Of course, it's in the vineyards. The
Yes.
vineyards around Valliki.
Lucky you've got me for my geographical knowledge.
Oh, you're
of
such
Barovia.
a good
Thanks, freak.
boy.
I assume I also possess the same geographical knowledge. It's a few days
but
away,
Lady
lads.
Irina, I wouldn't presume on you to know it's outside of your usual, area of interest.
If only I had a map of
What's
some
my
kind.
usual area of interest then, freak?
The town of Barovia and its people.
Oh, yes,
save,
of course. Very, very dear to my heart. Mm-hmm.
Good
Well,
save. I thought he was going to be like some sort of horrible misogynist there, but nope.
No,
Not
just the
this
people
time.
that you're actually like in charge of as like a lady of an area. You're peasants.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
maybe let's go to
What?
the burgomaster then.
Who has peasants?
Well, I'm peasant.
That is horrible. They
Elena has-
treat you like that?
Yeah, Lady Irina, she's very nice. She looks after us and does lordly things. I
I'm
don't know
the-
what
I'm
do
the-
lords and ladies do.
I'm also
Irina?
your cool aunt. Let's not forget all that, right?
I guess, yeah. I can't say anything ill. You did adopt me after the witches, and you saved me from certain death.
Yes,
in
I
the belly
did.
of a witch.
You're
So, hag.
welcome.
Yes, thank you.
If she adopted you, then you're technically an ex-peasant. Just saying.
Oh, am I a noble?
Well, yes. I mean, that sounds great. You can
Let's not
come
go
and live
too
in the big
far.
mansion when we all get back home safely, which we will.
just not all of
Amazing.
us, probably.
Maybe. Maybe not
Hans-
you.
Hans is gonna sidle up
Wait, what?
to Louise and be like, "Oh, Louise, oh, she's such a horrible leader, isn't she? She has slaves."
Well, it is not a strong, it is not a strong character reference for her, I must admit, but she is acceptable amongst friends, I guess. But I must admit it has very much
Yes,
colored my thinking on her.
I know. We should be friends with the slave owner. Yes, I agree.
I don't know what you three think, but I always get nervous when Europeans start whispering. I think we should go.
Yes.
Hans, do you want to make a persuasion check
Sure.
to see if you can convince Louise?
Ooh, 15 on the die.
Ooh.
Persuasion. Sorry, scroll.
Do you want to give us an insight?
15.
Louise?
15.
Yeah, sure. Ooh, insight's not my strongest. That's a 7.
Okay, you're a little convinced by Hans's rhetoric. Maybe not immediately, but you do think about it as you all head out of the Blue Water Inn tavern and down the street, and it's a bustling town compared to the others. As it's reached midday, there are the people moving in and out of the shops. There's a market in the center of town, and there's people moving around more than the other towns. It is still drab and sad, but as any town in Barovia, but there are more people about. And as you head down the street, the large manor looms on the side.
I tell you,
of
for a
the town
depressing
square.
fucking hellhole, these people are all pretty fucking cheery.
Yes, but if you actually look closely though, Sonny, they don't actually look all that happy to me, I don't think.
Well, spoken like someone with eyes.
You're damn straight.
A lot like as before, a lot of the people of Barovia are all dressed in drab sort of grayscale, and they have slack faces and almost blank eyes as they move about from task to task and shuffle their feet. So you head up to the manor house, which towers above the surrounding buildings. It has a wrought iron fence that surrounds it and a pair of gates at the front that stand open, and there's like a crushed gravel walkway up to towering front doors of this manor.
Ragyog, I have a question for you and your little book.
Yes, Louise.
Which festival is going to be on in the next few weeks? I am forgetting.
It's the festival of the burning sun. Burning Man? No, that's something else.
Yeah.
The burning. I think there's a bit of pigeon shit where I wrote this down. It's the burning something. We can ask the burgomaster, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's a new one every week, is it? And
Yes.
you're still going to be happy the entire time.
Always.
Always.
Excuse me, Lady Irina, is there anything we should know in terms of like noble protocol when we meet the burgomaster? Is he going to expect any sort of pomp and ceremony, any sort of like kneeling, sort of like, cross your arms and turn around? I don't know. It's all European to me.
Well, I do believe that there is a couple of protocols. Should I check for them? Can I? What should I use?
Your imagination.
Irina would know about protocols between visiting dignitaries or lords from different towns.
Why don't you all just hang back a little bit? I might step through into the front and give this door a little knock with the secret noble knock. It's the first step of the process. It's quite a
Of
bit.
course.
She gives a little, the usual.
Gives gravitas to any entry, the noble knock. As you approach the mansion, you notice the mansion has walls of plastered stone, and they display many scars where the plaster's falling away from age and neglect. And heavy drapes cover every window in the building, including the large arched opening, which is above the mansion's double entrance doors. And as you tap out, the the secret noble's knock, the door instantly opens, and it's an old door. As it creaks open.
That familiar, that completely new sound.
Must have been a
New
Giacomo's
door. Who
Plughax
dis?
door.
She yells into the abyss.
There's a sort of blank-faced serving man standing in the doorway with grey, pallid features and a very shabby suit and with a bow tie, like a butler's outfit. And he lifts a scrawny arm and points down the hallway while looking at you through hooded eyes.
Is he
The
smiling?
drawing room. No, he's not. The drawing room. He just points his arm.
I didn't bring my pens and pencils.
Look, I'm actually not really supposed to acknowledge him. It's kind of part of the thing if you all want to talk to him or not. But let's all just move or shuffle a bit more forward into the drawing room, shall we all?
Okay, so you're looking down a long hallway, and there's doors off to either side, but you can see down and 2 doors down on the right, the door is larger than the others, and it's open, and there's the light of a fireplace spilling out into the hallway.
It seems weird that in a country where they want so much sun to have such a good time for a festival, they would be shutting the light out like this on such a beautiful day.
Good
No?
point. Good point.
I mean, yes, if the sun was actually shining outside, I don't know what town you guys just walked through.
Perhaps they do not want the citizens to see the lords. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to keep themselves a wee bit separate.
Could be fucking hungover, I guess.
That also works, yes.
Yes, I mean, lords do have a tendency to just get very drunk quite often.
As you approach the drawing room, you can hear the sound of voices from within. I do not care at all, Greg. It needs to be the biggest festival we've ever had, and I'm not putting up with any of your shit this time, Greg. You better not fuck this one up, or you're out of the boys' squad. Sorry about. I'm sure I'll find them wherever they are. Don't worry, they won't get away from fucking Greg, the guardsman. As you come around the corner, and Greg is holding his cap, which he didn't have a cap on before. He had a helmet, but he's found a cap, and he's ringing it in his hands in front of the burgomaster.
He's ringing his
Baron
helmet?
Vargas Vlakovic. He's ringing his helmet.
It's got a bell in it.
Ding, ding, just hitting it. He's too good. He's ringing his helmet.
I was waiting for it.
So the Baron he's dressed very finely. He's got a huge sort of vermine coat, long, that hangs down behind him. It's got a bit of a trail on it. It's in a rich dark red, and it's traced in gold. And he wears an obviously silk shirt which bulges out of the front of his vest. It's all like ruffles on ruffles. It's in like he's made a big effort to dress up, and above the collar is this ugly face which shows the wear of generations of inbreeding. It's lacking of chin, and this huge gap between his teeth, and a very balding, just one piece of hair in the middle, and huge bushy eyebrows. He's a thin-faced and mean-looking person. Who's this, Greg? And now there's people in my drawing room. Who are you?
Well met, Burgomaster. My name is Irina Ivanovich. I am the daughter of the Burgomaster of Barovia. We've been sent here just to check in with you all because we're going to be here for a little while. So, hi.
Oh,
These are my friends.
It's so nice. It's so nice to greet another noble into my household. Thank you.
It is, isn't it? Well, you have a beautiful home, I must say.
He engages in the complex and reasonably athletic noble secret handshake with you, where you bump elbows and do some twirls.
Ragyog steps forward,
Nice
doffing
flourish.
his cap and presents his holy symbol and says, "And I am a servant of the Morning Lord, good Burgomaster, and I bring the Morning Lord's rebirth and salvation to your beautiful town in this week of the festival of the burning things."
It's nice that you've heard about the festival of the burning sun.
It's the bestival of the festivals.
And it will be our greatest festival we've ever done. And it will light the streets with burning pyres. You will not believe what you see with your eyes.
Oh, that's a shame for you, Sonny.
A shame. Are you kidding? This guy's a natural rhymer. I should get him on board for some lyrics.
Yes, thank you for coming. The Morning Lord is your... Anyway, we've already got one, thanks. It's fine.
No, I wasn't coming for a job or anything. I was just gracing you with mine and his presence.
Yeah, he sort of backs away from you. Your face is... He looks disgustedly at you. He's like, "Oh, yes, very good. Is he with you, Irene?"
Hey, now come on, mate. I mean, I've only been like this for 12 hours. You, on the other hand.
His
really
face looks
quietly.
like this because he lost his good looks in battle defending my honor. So, we've all got our scars to bear. This little guy's great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, maybe we should send away the manservants. On your way, Greg. And Greg grumbles and fucking out of the room.
Bye, Greg.
Here, Greg.
Bye, Greg.
Hello, Greg.
Oh,
Long time no see.
hey, everyone.
Hello.
All right, mate.
Yeah,
Are you all right, mate? You seem a little...
I'm fine. He runs off. I'm fine.
All right, we'll find you later at the
obviously
Bluey
upset.
then, eh?
Leave me alone.
Yeah, save us a couple of points then, mate.
So, Irina, what do I owe the pleasure of this surprise visit from a noble of the neighboring town of Barovia?
Oh, nothing much, just passing through. We're just thought we'd come into Valliki. It's all those walls. So very, very safe. But as we know, it's very treacherous out there. And look, we heard tell of your amazing festivals, so we just
Oh, you
thought
did?
we'd come for a cheeky jaunt, just a little weekender.
Yes, very nice. Well, I understand word of my festivals has spread wide, and people are very impressed by the work that we do here.
It was Greg that told us, but yes.
Yes, well, many people say.
Many people.
say how good it
The
is.
one other person that we've met just outside the front of the walls. Yeah.
There are reports all around. I've seen and read lots of things that say this is a great town to be in.
Oh, yes. Well,
And my festivals are the best, and they keep Strahd away.
yes, that's true. Do like not being
Yes.
around Strahd.
Oh, so many interactions with him, haven't you, Irina?
What, me? What earth are you talking about?
Come on, Hans.
And Mo. So we've come across Strahd so many times in our journey. We're so lucky to be here in the safety of your wall.
You've come across-
Now's not really
You've come
the
across
time.
Strahd?
Well, yes.
Good one,
He
Hans.
steps back towards the chair in the corner. So the dressing, the room has a desk and chair in the corner, and bookshelves line the walls around the three walls apart from where the fireplace is. And there's a large window on the wall of the fireplace as well. And he steps back towards the desk. He seems really taken aback. You think, Strahd, that you bringing curse into my house, into my town?
Well, it's not like you have exactly stopped a vampire from coming in here with it so dark. What do you expect? Vampires could just walk in here and bite you.
No, they can't. I don't know if you know anything about vampires, Louise, but they can't actually come into a walled place, a safe place, unless you invite them.
Well, it is so gloomy here. It's practically, obviously inviting him.
No.
Yes,
no.
it's Interview with a Vampire rules in this kingdom.
Oh, I must watch that. I have not seen it.
It's very similar to True Blood rules also.
What, every vampire is sexy?
Yes, that's right. It is.
Or just vampire rules, really.
Just general
the rules of vampires.
Just general
Any
vampire
kind of pop
rules.
culture with vampires.
Just most of them.
Probably.
Not Twilight.
It really wouldn't be fair if they didn't play by the rules. They have such an advantage. You know?
Well, we have maybe dabbled a little bit. He's been stalking us a little bit, but that's why we're here. And we're all safe now because your festivals are so amazing.
Yes, and you've nothing to fear, Burgomaster, because, you know, we're actually quite powerful. And while we're here in your town, we can help protect. We killed Bone Grinder, don't you know?
We did.
Who is Bone
You
Grinder?
killed the hag, the bone grinder.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Wow.
Yeah,
Maybe
with
that's-
these. Hello. And she whips out the little daggers and does a little spin on them and just goes, I am so excited. I forgot my poi, but I got my daggers instead. Festival for me.
Well,
My name's Mo, by the way. Nice to meet you.
nice. Well, nice to meet you, Mo, the raggedy one.
Oh, thanks.
And this is Freak. We rescued Freak here from
Yes.
the same place, and his sister Myrtle, who we just keep losing her, guys. We just keep on forgetting. Oh, there she
Oh,
is.
no.
She's just
I
behind
gave
us.
her my iPod. She's been listening to podcasts the whole time. So she goes a little bit.
Oh, good.
Because I'm a cool aunt, Burgomaster. These are my adopted children that I'm bringing up as my own if we get them home eventually.
They're adopted, but you're bringing them up as your own niece and nephew. Not arm's length. Arm's length.
Look, we all know that noble families are a little complicated, all right? So,
Yes, makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, Louise?
Very well. You all seem very capable.
Yeah.
I'm actually convinced that I think that you're pretty good. And I'd like to invite you to be my special guest at the Festival of the Burning Sun.
Oh, nice. What kind of appearance fee are we talking?
Yes, you can pay me with a small fee that you pay me. Who said that?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice to meet you. It's me, Sonny. I'm a talking saw. I try not to make a big deal about it. I don't turn up for free.
Who's got the sword? Who's
It's Freak, isn't it?
He's actually just
Talking
in
in the tavern.
by the road, like
It's been left outside the castle gates the entire time.
Ah, so nobody picked me up. I see.
Freak is carrying you in a pair of tongs. Just carries you around. This is my job now.
and you're doing such a good job of it, Freak. So good.
Thank you, Auntie Mum.
Here, Freak, let me take that from
You're
you.
welcome, son nephew.
This is very healthy. Why? Well, I don't know why Freak's got a lisp now too.
It's just
but he
infectious.
does.
Well, he's now nobility, right?
Yes, yes, that's why.
Yes,
I've been
all
meaning to see you,
noblemen
friend.
have lisps in Barovia, don't they? Yeah.
Yes, very good. Now that is canon and cannot be changed from here on out.
I'm not sure if that makes your job easier.
I
after
hope
that.
we don't come across any more nobles.
Me too.
I hope we do.
Yes, you must be my special guest in 2 days' time here in the town for the Festival of the Burning Sun. That is the cost of being in the safety of my walls. You are welcome here, but do not disturb the peace. Otherwise, my adopted son Ismark and the guards will certainly show you a very not pleasant time.
Right, but
Not what? Not what?
Okay.
Not pleasant.
Not pheasant? Is that what you're saying?
Pleasant. I said it will be nasty.
2 days, you say? Well, I feel like 2 days sounds like enough time for a wine tour, does it not?
is that enough time for some wine tasting in this lovely country?
I think
Oh yes, the Wizard of the Wines is only maybe a day's journey away.
Do you think at all, sire, that I don't know? Do you have a lovely plush coach you could maybe order, and we could all travel on out there? Is there a wine tour we could book and maybe get a good 8 hours sleep along the way? Because tell you what, I'm missing my sleep.
For 100 silver pieces, I could lend you my carriage for 2 days. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh yes, I think that's a
I
perfectly
think we
acceptable
can
offer.
spot that in.
rubber,
Can't we?
rubber,
Rubber,
I'm
rubber,
sure we have
clink,
that
clink,
in our
clink of
equipment.
coins.
Clinky clinkies.
If you are not going to use it, why would you make us pay for it?
Good question.
Because I'm a mover and a shaker.
I assume that you've got a lot of. I know you're a busy man. The festival is at least 2 days away, but I'm sure you've got a delegate. You're a festival planner. Why don't you come with us, and then we can all have fun together? I know you probably need friends, and then the coach is free.
You want me to come along with you to the Wizard of the Wines?
Why not? Us nobles should get to know each other more, right? It'll be fun.
We could
Well,
be
that's
your
cool.
bodyguards.
That's quite out of the ordinary. But perhaps you should roll a persuasion check.
You're damn straight I will.
Perhaps you should roll.
It is an 11.
It is an 11.
Louise butts in is like, yes, I think that would be a wonderful idea. Could you maybe join us and we could have wine together? Maybe talk about the way that you treat the people around here. And she's gonna...
Yes, I can teach you much about keeping the common people under the heel, but I cannot, unfortunately. I'm
That's
just too
fair.
taken up with the planning of the festival. So many things to do.
By all
I
means.
cannot leave my people, but you are welcome to go for the aforementioned fee.
Louise rolled an 18.
the
Good for you for rolling that. I don't know what you just rolled on the ground. Did you roll a persuasion?
Yeah.
I'm still unconvinced from the first one. You
Very insightful.
especially
Yes.
after he already did that bit of role play. It's kind of hard to take it back.
I've made up my mind. I'm very
No,
steadfast.
Backsies.
No. No returns, White Rabbit.
Yeah, well, you've got. It's understandable.
Takesie Backsies is one of the part of the noble code. It's completely
Oh, I
legitimate
know,
form.
I
Yes.
know.
You have to be
Thank
seen.
you, Arena.
You have to be seen to be taking a strong stance, because if you just change your mind all the time, no one will respect you. Isn't that right?
Yes, exactly. But don't worry, I'll send my manservant Bill along.
Oh, is that cheery fellow in the hallway?
Yes, he's the best driver this side of Castle Ravenloft.
Great, guys. That looks like an appropriate NPC to maybe be killed off in the dangerous environments.
Sounds good to
lovely.
me. I love it all big killing off.
As I finish counting out the 100 silver pieces, there you are, sir.
I'm sure Irina can pay for that. She is the noble woman. She's the one with the money.
No, I expect her manservant to pay me. Very good, little green man. You are so horribly ugly.
It's on the morning, Lord. You bastard.
Yeah, you're gonna make another business very soon, aren't you, Rachel?
Yes. Yes, it's time to get my ghost tours up and running again. But that's for another time, Hans.
My wagon will be waiting in the stockyard on the west of town. Just take the westy road down to the stockyard.
Oh, Westy.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
westy.
Going west to.
So should we head there now? Or, it'd be great to have a bit of a home
Well, if you
base
want-
that we can do little day trips from. Or
Oh yes, there's rooms available at the Blue Water Inn. you want to stay here?
She is a noble woman.
Yes, I guess I've got a spare room, and yes, for you there is a spare room. You can, yes, that's next to my adopted son and all-round good henchman, Izek.
So who?
Izek.
I don't really like to be separated from these guys. I mean, I know it does break a couple of rules and that I should be staying up here for my own safety, but to be quite fair, I'll just stay with them. It'll be quicker to get down to the carriage.
Yes, very good. Well, I will see you in 2 days at the Festival of the Burning Sun. Don't do anything naughty.
Wouldn't dream of it. Stop it, you.
You head out as he walks back to his desk, and you head out of the.
I was
manor.
gonna sleight of hand to see if Mo can steal the silver back.
Yes, absolutely, go for it.
Mo just hangs back, teeny tiny. Oh, you think we're gonna be naughty in 2 days' time? I think we're gonna be a little naughty right about now. She's just a little. Fingers are gonna itch. She gets a 28.
Oh,
damn.
damn.
Yes. Very nice.
So in the billowy, ruffly robes of the burgomaster, as he goes over to his desk and flumps down in it, she just sort of crab creeps up behind his chair, lifts up a little finger, and the bag just falls into her hand. She doesn't even need to touch him, and she stows it in one of her little rag bits. And just as she's walking out the door, she just does a couple of she twerks just slightly.
Just twerks out the door.
Twerks out the door on her hands and her feet. Yep.
That's some high quality roguing, Mo. Yeah, filch that pouch of coins back, and
Are you going to give it back to
find
Ragyog?
yourselves.
Yeah, she's going to give it back to Ragyog.
Ah.
She's going to sleight of hand it back to Ragyog so he'll never know that he gave it to the burgomaster. She gets a 27 to do that as well.
Oh
I'm
my
going to
God.
roll a perception check. Ooh.
Is she gaslighting him?
23.
When you said that you were going to store it in your rags, I thought you were going to say store it in your rag yard. It's just like
I use him as a
palm it and then
container.
just like
From my rags to Ragyog. He'll never know. Oh, it'll be great, like Christmas. He thinks
He's gonna
he's
be
spent
pooping
it.
gold.
It's going to be very funny when he finds out. Oh,
So, Bill, is it?
Yes.
Nice to make your acquaintance. My name's Ragyog. These are my associates. We have hired you to be our driver and tour guide. If you could kindly show us the way to the burgomaster's wagon. And sorry, my young friend Freaky looks to be getting a bit tired carrying that sword in the tongs. Maybe
Ooh,
would you like to hold? Could you hold that sword for a minute? Just
Oh, here you go.
yeah, just hold that for a sec. Thanks, Bill.
Bill reaches out and grasps the hilt of Sonny, drawing him free. Does Sonny? He looks at the hilt. The blade isn't extended, and he's just mesmerized by the pommel.
It looks so inviting.
Yeah, he can't help but just gently cup the pommel and blow on it.
And so all of a sudden, his butler attire, he gets flared butler trousers. The first 5 buttons of his butler shirt pop open, revealing a thatch of thick chest hair. His hair seems suddenly wild as his moustache grows from beneath his nose, on his top lip.
Amazing.
Now you're ready to be our tour guide.
I do not know the way.
This seems like a bad idea.
Onwards.
It will be an adventure.
So you head down Westy, and there's a number of stores, like a blacksmith and just a general goods store that you pass by. Pop in and get anything you need. You can add anything to your sheet that you want as long as you take the money off. So you walk through the.
I need a Lucozade and a packet of Mentos.
You get that from the 7-Eleven, and you head along Westy down to the stockyard, which stands next to the walls on the west of town. It's a large space. There's a building next door which is all boarded up. So the windows upstairs are all boarded up, but there's only one door which seems to be unlocked. It is still closed, and outside there are a series of coffins displayed. So it's a really dark, sort of brooding building that stands next to the stockyards. There's a small house in the corner of the stockyard, and there are lines of wagons and pens where horses and cattle are being kept. But it's the middle of the day, so it's a busy space. At the back towards the wall are the wagons and that aren't don't move very often. But at the front there are farmers bringing in their harvest, or and behind a young Barovian man is leading a herd of goats into the stockyard. So it's a busy space.
There's a guy selling tour guides, tour books for the town.
All right, Governor, can I sort you out with a tour guide, mate?
Yes, that would be wonderful. Maybe you could join us to run a tour for.
Yeah, my name's Frank. Frank, I'm a Barovian. Frank is much more lively than most Barovians you ever see. He sort of comes out of the shadows of the nearby. He'd been leaning against the wall in the shadows of the nearby coffin maker's shop. He wanders up. He's got a real bulbous nose with a wart on it, like hairs growing out of it. He's got a rosy, round face and a full head of curly brown hair. All right, mate. I can help you out. You all look lost. Oh, fuck. What happened to my voice? Yeah. You all look lost. Can I help you?
Hey, you don't do wine tours, do you, Frank? Me and my friends here thought we'd go take a little sample of the local drop.
We want to go to wine country.
Wizards of the wine, actually.
We're also looking at parties, so if you know any people like that, then we'd probably be open to that.
Very open.
Well, Mr. the Wizard of the Wines is to the west, but, you might want a horse from the stable here.
Oh,
I can sort you out with one of them under the table,
No. We've got a carriage. Don't worry about transportation.
You've got a carriage?
Oh, you know it.
Bloody hell.
Yes.
That's
And
lovely.
west is such a general idea.
He's putting on his noble voice.
We need a tour guide, someone who knows it specifically.
Oh, no, I've definitely decided it's not going to be me.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, maybe you could sell us a pamphlet with a map. Do you have one of those?
Yeah, I'll give you. Yeah, absolutely. Hang on a second. He turns around, he pulls out a bit of charcoal and like a grubby bit of paper, and he draws a circle with Valliki and points west along the road, and then just draws with. There you go, mate. 10 gold pieces.
I'm not paying for that. I mean, I'll pay
No.
for things that's reasonable, but that's just a bloody
Then-
joke.
Oh, mate, come on. I'm fucking. I've got nothing. I'm out. I'm so broke.
Really shouldn't have trusted the tour guide who's in the industrial area of town.
That is true.
I feel like that was a mistake.
Right, look,
I guess if you are looking for the carriage, it's over there though, in the corner. That carriage you said you got the Baron's carriage.
I don't
Yeah.
recall saying it was the Baron's carriage, says
Oh.
Sonny as the sword kind of energies out from the hilt.
Oh fuck! They've made me. And he legs it.
Oh, what
Runs off.
a scamp. I liked him. All right, let's go.
Well,
I believe that is the Baron's carriage over there. It's got Baron's carriage written on the side of it. Oh, and look, there's a little bit of paper. Oh, great. Oh, we've got it. Oh, right, yes.
It's hang on.
just a
Baron's
couple of
carriage.
instructions.
80 silver pieces for 2 days. Motherfucker!
Ah, I always get taken for a ride.
That guy ripped us off. All right, mates, he totally ripped us off. What an idiot.
All right. Let's do
Let's
it.
climb
All
aboard.
right, because no one's done it yet, shotgun. And
No,
Irina just
you have
kind
to
of-
call crossbow, Irina. That's the way us
Crossbow.
common people do it. Bloody
Crossbow.
hell.
What is
Shotgun,
this
don't.
shotgun?
I know, no Takesie Backsies. I saw it first. Getting in the front.
that's
Sorry,
very
everybody.
noble of you.
Mhm.
Oh, no, look, it says here on this pamphlet, a 3-course lunch is included at Wizard of the Wines for the 100 silver. So there must be food involved, surely. Well, that makes it a bit better, don't you think, guys?
All right, that sounds what a treat to me. You know where to find me if you need me. And she's just going to crawl underneath the carriage and hold on just for the fun.
Sonny gets up to the top and sits at the driver's spot, gets the reins, pulls out a pair of big aviators, puts them on. He looks down at the thing and says, "We got 4 horses, half a packet of cigarettes. It's dark, and I'm wearing sunglasses. Let's go."
Hit it!
With a mighty crack of the reins, the wagon rumbles and bounces along the cobblestones out of the town of Valliki, and you're soon on the dirt road leading out. The wagon easily bumps into the ruts that form part of the road, and you ride off into the night. And I think that is the perfect place to end this episode of Curse of Strahd.
We're going on a wine tour.
Yeah.
Woo.
Hey rollers, it's Greg here. I'm now DPR's most distant member, emotionally, physically, and temporally. But that's a different matter. I wanted to include our dice section in today's episode because of some interesting insights on the game. We release one of these with every episode exclusively for our amazing patrons. Don't forget, if you love what you hear and want to support us, you will get to hear us wax lyrical about how funny we think we are every single week, along with a bunch of other great bonus content. All you need to do is head to www.patreon.com/dicepaperroll, and you can support us with a donation as small as $1 a month. If you think we're worth more, hey, fill your boots, friends. Enjoy the dice section. How did you go removing my chesty cough from the Christmas episode, Ben?
It was phlegmatic.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. It's funky, man.
Mm.
Christ.
It was good.
I'm paying for years of smoking.
Yeah, it was a joy.
Damn.
It brought joy to my Christmas. Thank
You
you.
can really hear that. You can hear the chunks.
I just reminded you of eggnog, I'm sure.
I actually love eggnog. How dare you?
Me too.
No, thanks, guys.
Forever linked.
I
Oh, no,
really
you
love
weren't
it.
talking about me.
I'm already 3 cartons deep this season. How are you going?
No, I my pregame in Christmas time is candy canes.
Okay.
Damn.
Nice.
I've got.
You can't get hard mint candy at any other
Oh.
time in the year.
That's
What?
true.
Really?
What the
Yeah.
fuck? And it's
That's true.
delicious.
Those damn candy canes have got a monopoly over the fucking market.
Yeah, it's big candy cane.
Big candy cane. Big Santa. Big
There
Santa.
must be Christmas
Big
stores in
Santa.
Melbourne that are open all year.
I mean,
So you can
they
go and get
were,
candy
but they're
cane fix
closed
from
now.
Big Santa.
Okay, this is going to sound bad, but they're actually better when they're old and chewy.
Oh,
when you
no,
find them
yeah,
at the
yeah,
bottom of your fucking car
Yeah.
seat.
You find
Yeah.
last
Ooh.
year's Christmas candy canes when you're doing the decorations on the tree. Like, oh, okay.
They're actually
having
more
a
like a
really
must
shit day at
stick,
work.
but like
Yeah.
minty.
Oh, that's soft. That's real soft. I was
It's a
like, there's a
Christmas
bit of crunch
miracle.
there, but
Yeah,
that's
not a fresh one.
that's a mid-July candy cane.
Hey, should we talk about the fucking game we just played?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
Talking shit about
Totally.
Crimbo.
Welcome to the dice section, everyone. It's actually just a few days before Christmas, real time for us when we record it. But that's long gone by the time you hear this.
And can I be the first in the dissection to say Happy New Year? That was also. I just wanted to point out that the burgomaster, when he was talking about the Festival of Suns, he said that the streets would be lined with pyres, and I was going to save it for a bit of a, in as we were traveling chat, and I probably still will. But as a metagame aside, that sounds pretty fucking sinister. Pyres.
Oh, yeah.
Where are all
what
the
are they
bodies
coming?
coming from? Yeah.
Well, but also
Unless
what?
I missed
Giacomo's
that.
going to make a reappearance.
Yeah,
Does it-
pies.
Can you have a pyre that's not a funeral pyre? Can it just be a pyre
I don't know.
for pyre's sake?
I just thought it would. I mean,
The
he
streets
didn't
are
mean
lined with
bodies,
papaya.
but
Pies.
a heap of combustible material.
Yeah,
Especially
the-
one
Yeah,
for
the next.
burning
You're
a
not reading the
corpse.
next part of it, Greg, which is
But hey,
especially
look,
one for
up to
burning
the
a
comma,
corpse.
I was good.
Up until the comma. It's always the way.
I mean,
But it's just especially. It can be a heap of like if you read the sentence, a heap
Yeah.
of combustible material.
It can be. It can be.
Especially.
We're
It
playing
can
Curse of
be.
Strahd, though, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there's bodies.
usually going
that's
to be
the-
corpses involved.
Scalps
gloomy.
at the very least.
Yeah.
They're rat corpses. They're very small rat pyres up and down the street. They're just little mounds. They're like a foot high.
Oh,
Little
cute.
Instead of
rat
having
pyres.
street lights, they're little rat
Rat
pyres.
They're
This is
actually
a-
not. They're not rat. They're made by rats, and they've only got little hands. So,
So they got tiny little pyres.
and they but they only do the important things to rats. So it's just like little bits of like coins and bottle caps and
Yeah, and the plague.
and little bits of
yeah,
sponge.
they put it all. They put it all in a little rat boat, and they roll the rat boat
Yeah.
down the street, and they set it on fire.
Yeah, down,
And
down
everyone
down the
watches.
gutter that's flowing.
Down the gutter.
Yeah, and it's like a little, when it rains, and it's got like a little, and then a little rat shoots a tiny little bow and arrow with a bit of fire on it, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's actually like matchstick sized, and it
a
just
little rat
lights.
tear comes to the rat eyes.
Yeah.
It's cathartic. Give them
I
that
can't wait
much.
to weave this into the next.
Festival of the Burning Rat.
Oh dear.
this was actually a return to an old segment of Emil reads from the dictionary, which
No,
was
no. The old section was Emil reads from the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
Read
what does
the
that
Urban
have to say
Dictionary now.
about it? Yeah.
What does the Urban Dictionary have to say about? All right.
Yeah,
Let's
about
hear it.
pyres.
Ratmus?
About pyres.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll look up
Rat
I'll look up
pyres.
ratmus in the Urban Dictionary. And see what I
There you
Talk
go.
amongst
Wait,
yourselves for a while. So I
okay.
find it funny.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. I know it took a little while for us to make a decision, but I think that's just because it seems like everything is interesting and everything has
Yeah.
like a pro and a con to it, and that was kind of really well balanced, Greg. I thought like it should be a hard decision for us to make.
That's good. I'm struggling with that. Like, yeah, it was a little slow to get going, and I felt like maybe I hadn't given enough information.
Yeah.
No, I think you
Yeah.
did. It's just it was 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
4 weeks since we played.
Yeah,
And
that's the.
There's all, like for me, within me, it's the war of you're building this world so richly and wonderfully, and there's so much to play with. But then there's the not so much podcaster, but the D&D guy in me is like, I need 8 hours rest. I'm a cleric. I need 8 hours rest.
Yeah, the metagamer.
Yeah, but then there's the part of, oh, well, what do we do? What do we play with? And
Is it the metagamer or is it the like playing in character? He's had 36 hours straight without sleep, kind of.
Yeah.
and he's been bitten on the
Yeah.
face by a werewolf.
Yeah,
but I
and
didn't
that
want
too.
to. I didn't want to stamp like I didn't want to overplay the whole guys 8 hours. I really need my 8 hours sleep thing. Like I've kind of done that a bit. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe that's all there is to me.
I don't think it's been 36 hours since you had a long rest.
Ragyog definitely thinks it has been though.
Yeah, I know. In my
Ragyog's
mind, it was like
tired.
you were woken up before the dawn and fought the werewolf.
Ragyog's the friend that when like he misses out on like 1 hour of sleep, he's like, look, guys, I just haven't
So
Feels like-
tired.
I had such a bad
Can't
sleep
do
last
it.
night.
I only got 7.5 hours.
I need my 13 and a half hours of sleep.
Yeah,
every day.
I'm kind of that person though.
Yeah.
I'm 100% that person. But all I need is my dungeon master to say, no, you got all your spells. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck it.
Oh, see, it was just a simple
Oh.
question.
Okay. So
Ah.
Urban Dictionary definition of pyre, Greg, gets very sinister.
Ooh.
Pyre. This is definition 1. A large pile of wood for burning a corpse.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what we
Definition number 2. A creature of incredible mystical power, born of both light and darkness, commonly manifested as a male with white hair and a malevolent demeanor. Pyre sees
There's
all
just a
with fire
bunch
and
of
terror.
dudes
He cometh.
with white hair on the side of the road.
And then the third, most sinister definition, pyre. 1, noun, an unfortunate character who is unable to stop killing people in embarrassing ways. 2, adjective, to kill someone in an embarrassing way.
Sounds about right.
Example, pity that guy's a pyre. Or, I'm going to pyre you. So,
Oh, that's what an umpire is.
someone who kills people in embarrassing
We're
ways.
not allowed to think about it for too long first.
No,
Yeah.
but if you say I'm going to pyre you, as in I'm going to kill you in an embarrassing way, is that the person dying in an embarrassing way, or is that the murderer murdering in an embarrassing way?
Oh, I'm killing you,
Yeah.
but I'm really ashamed of the way I'm doing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
victim,
Embarrassment
definitely.
is a subjective thing.
I really hope they don't make a Netflix special about all this.
Once you're dead, you're no longer embarrassed.
I hope I don't become an internet meme. Ugh.
I'm both dying and dying at the same time. Oh, God.
Oh, someone's gonna make a TikTok.
Worst
Not like
death
this.
ever.
Worst murder ever.
This reminds me of when I used to think that a serial killer was someone that was murdering people with unusual objects, like cereal.
like the eating, like Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just,
Yeah.
they cut
Drowning
you with
them in oats.
Yeah, like you were a serial killer if you killed someone with a paper cut. Like
What?
What?
Oh, Jack.
that was my child brain.
That was 4 weeks ago.
Children brain are
4
dumb.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that is a pyre. You were thinking of being a
Yeah.
pyre.
I was thinking
I
of
thought-
pyres.
Death by paper
Guys,
cuts.
rat-
That's a total
Rat
pyre.
pies. Rat pies.
Rat
Yeah,
pyres, that's
it's gonna be
that's it.
cool.
Yeah, I agree. I just,
And also sinister looking men dressed in black
with
and white hair.
hair.
Just standing down the side of the road.
Yeah, wow.
But I mean, I'm also like, this is it. Like, next episode, we're finally going to meet the Raven guy, and this is the Ravens that have been following us around the entire time. And that
There was
really-
ravens most days. Sometimes it was crows. So
Do we
they're
just-
not actually the same.
Yeah.
and I'm
There's a
following
second
what
guy.
Greg said. I'm just trying to be nice. But I'm like, once I twigged that it was like a friend, I was like, oh my God, we have to meet them. I have to go. And so we had to go to the burgomaster for it. But I'm super excited about what happens next and meeting
Wait.
the Raven guy.
Well, who's the Raven guy? What are you talking about?
There's a wizard. What? You mean the crow guy? Sorry. The
No,
crow guy.
I'm not trying to make a joke about ravens and crows. I actually don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy at the wine joint. He's the guy that's the Raven guy.
Yeah, there's a Raven wizard guy that.
Now I can just think of someone who's always raving. Like, it's just
Jack, stop trying to make jokes when I'm trying to find out the story. I edit this fucking show and I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Who's the Raven guy?
The Raven guy, in the Wizard of Wine thing. I mean, that belongs to the family. That because when we're in Bluey,
The Mardikovs.
yeah, he was saying, oh, it's part of my family. We've got a winery up there, but we haven't heard from them in ages. But I was
the
like,
pub
"But-
owner.
yeah, what's with all the crows? He said, oh, we just like having them around, and they like having us around.
Oh, they follow
And-
our family. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the
right.
crows have been following us around, and like at first they've been warning us the
Ravens.
entire time, like been like, "Don't go there, that's dangerous. Don't
the
go
crows
there."
or the ravens?
Both of
I'm
them,
so confused.
both the cravens, those little
Oh.
cravens.
Oh, the West Cravens.
Yeah,
I have a question, and I
Yes.
don't know if we skate. Thank you, Lauren. By
All
the
of
way,
our cravens all in a
clearing
row?
that up for me. Yeah. I have a question, and I don't know if we skated over this because we were just having a good time and we moved on. But Danny, did you called? And this might be for the podcast. You called Irina Tatiana.
Yeah,
Is that on
for sure.
purpose?
100%.
Yeah, we all noticed
Everybody
it.
just fucking ignored it when I
No,
said
we
it,
didn't.
so-
You
No,
were
you
No, you
acknowledged it.
addressed it. I thought it
Attention was
great.
brought
I thought that was a
to
great
it, and then
bit.
nothing really happened of that.
Yeah, yeah,
which is
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty classic, really.
Yeah, Hans handled that beautifully.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
the way,
No, it was
Yeah.
good.
very
All right,
nice
good.
work, I thought.
Yeah, I it has been mentioned. I acknowledged it. You went, huh? And I went, what? And then it was moved on. Because
very
it
well
is that,
handled.
but it is that classic thing of like when we go like, huh? What? Huh? What? Move on. And you got to just like move the story on instead of getting stuck in a loop of going, huh? What? Huh? What?
I think there's nothing wrong with just dropping it in there and then moving on to be like, by the way, this is what Hans is thinking at the moment. Not everything that comes up has to be like we have to talk about it right now in the pub at the start of the episode before we actually do want to go somewhere and do something. So I'd be and I feel like I'm still willing to let it slide because this Irina and Hans thing and Hans like convincing Louise and stuff. And I'm like, this fucking guy is on my fucking case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got some news for you.
I'm not going to let it go.
I love it.
What's
I
your
love
news?
it. There's so much tension. Oh, I was gonna try and I'm like, but you think I'm a slave, Erina, right? Don't get me started on the Suchens. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, no one knows anything about the Suchens just yet. But
No,
I'm
you know
sure
who
it'll
does
come
know?
up.
Myrtle. Myrtle knows everything about it. Remember, there was she was like, tell us everything about the family.
No, but that's not another character that you can't have 3 characters, Lauren. All right, then it's gonna get a little bit like
I've
a
barely
little
got
bit
one. You
verbose.
can't-
All right, I'm just saying.
Look, that's the glass ceiling. You can't go through that.
All right, I will cease and desist, but I'm coming for you. I know you. I'm going to talk to
I
Myrtle.
know. I'm coming for you.
All right, Emil.
I am going to get
Oh,
both of your characters killed. That's
I just wanted to raise an interesting fact here.
I can't wait to
That's
see how
fighting words.
I
Okay.
can't wait to see how this falls out, but safe to say someone's going to die.
yeah.
This may shock you and appall you, but all crows and ravens belong to the same genus.
Yeah.
So the
Corvids.
distinction is completely arbitrary.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Arbitrary
good.
how?
I
As
kind of
in
felt
just-
like that was the
just
case.
Each species has, somebody's said that's a raven, that's a crow, oh, that's a jackdaw. But really, like, it's
all
how
just
it's developed.
corvids.
Usually,
It's the
but
same
not
shit.
always, ravens are a bit bigger, but that is not
Mm.
always the
Mm.
case. So-
Huh.
Also, Jack, your fact before about all crows coming from Australia, absolute crap.
Really?
Not even close.
Because they're all just the same thing. But
Whichever fucking patriot crow told you that has got another agenda.
God damn
He was
it.
sitting on a 5G tower.
Yeah.
Told you.
Yeah.
Crowing on.
Ayo.
Oh, jeez.
What do you call a crow? A crow. What do you call a big crow, sir?
I don't know
I'm
much
into that.
about crows, but I know they hate pedophiles.
I do not understand that.
What?
Oh, that's what Trump said about QAnon. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know crows have caused blackouts in Japan since the 1990s?
Yeah,
Crows-
I did know
sorry.
We're just getting into a meal reading, like
Facts
Urban
about-
Dictionary,
facts
facts about crows and
No,
stuff.
have you seen that?
Yeah, just
Have you seen that documentary about crows in Japan? Like it's been a huge issue there. They've had to try and train them to not go near, like,
They've been stealing fiber optic cables.
Oh
yeah,
no.
the
Yeah.
ravens in Japan.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, and
fiber
and
optic cable.
like in this
Oh.
documentary, this guy goes in with like a big like skin mask, and
What?
it's really terrifying. And the crows recognize him, and he's like, he does bad things to the crows, and they tested it to see if like the crows remembered him, and they did.
Did the crows
got told
remember the
this.
guy in the skin mask that did
Yeah.
terrible things to them?
Oh, man.
I kind of feel like I'd remember if someone in a skin mask did terrible things to me as
Which-
well.
And
Yeah.
fact
Crow
number
told you
5 on this
this.
page, proportionately, some crows' brains are bigger than yours. So, of course, they're going to remember. Smart
Mhm.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Aw.
So which crow told you that though, Jack, about the skin face? Was it the same one
Same
that
one
told
that
you that all
told you
crows are from Australia?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Oh, crows have regional dialects, apparently.
Right. Let's
That's true. They do
Good
sound
night,
different
everyone.
in Japan.
This has been a dissection. It's been fantastic to see you all here.
If you wanna tune into
you
my new
hear
Crowcast,
our voices
it'll be on.
again in the new year.
Dice paper raven.
No.
Crows can recognize your face and hold a grudge. So maybe Jack was right.
I was
Fact
right.
number 8.
Yes,
Not about them all coming
skin-faced
from
man.
Australia.
98% of crows vote Liberal.
The
No.
collective noun for crows is a raven of crows.
The Adelaide Crows are shit
Shit.
now.
Yeah.
It's true.
Maybe they're the ones that are from Australia.